Hello everybody, it's Andy from the SA Survival, and today I'd like to do a quick unboxing of a gadget that I'm going to use in various different applications. Now, I'm a little bit excited about this because it arrived like way exceeded the expectation. It arrived in 3 days comparative to the 3 weeks that I was expecting it to arrive. So this is absolutely fantastic. Before I unbox it, I do want to go over the box and make sure that it is not damaged. I did open the top because I wasn't quite sure what this was when it arrived, but I haven't gone into anything else. So without further ado, let's just have a quick look at this box and see if there's any damage there at all. Because the review that I want to give, I've heard lots and lots of complaints about this, that and the other. One of those is damage, one of those is it never works, and so anyway, stop rabbiting on, Andy. Let's get on with this, shall we? And we'll have a look. So this is the walk around of the box. It is quite a substantial size. Okay, and there is no damage on the box whatsoever. And what is it? Let's have a look. This is if I can get it out with one hand. Nope, I won't. Does this give it away? It is a diesel heater, and I bought the version with the manual controller, and I'll explain later. Fuel pump. The actual heater itself, this should be a 5, yes, there it is, a 5 kilowatt unit. And then quickly looking inside, fuel tank. This is good to note. This was not in the sales pitch, as in the picture on Amazon, so that's good. Mounting bracket, and I bought the 2 muffler version. And these have exceeded my expectation as well. The one I was looking at, this is a straight through. By the look of it, you can see that the pipe actually is in the middle. The picture again that I was looking at had it at the end here, and this is actually, until I unwrap it, is actually shaped so that some of them are coming in that they've got like a 45 or a 90 degree bend here, which is not what I wanted. So that's good to note. No damage to the box, but there is an escape banjo, jubilee clip, hose clip, whatever you want to call it. And this tank is a 10-litre tank. I think you can hear that, so something is inside of it. I believe that is where I've got to make a hole to put the fuel outlet spigot in. And there it is. That looks like the adapter. O-rings, yeah, that's I gotta figure out how to get that to the very bottom here. So that's going to be a good challenge. That's good. Put 10 liters of diesel potentially in here. Just going to put that all back in here for now, so I don't lose it. It's just some information. Not expecting too much from this owner's manual, from again the reviews that I've heard online. Have a quick look at what's going on in here. This will be all the hoses and the fittings. Exhaust pipe. I have two of these because it does come with a T-piece. Two heat exchanger pipes, air intake pipe, and all the gubbins, including a fuel filter. Cool. So, why do we want a diesel heater? The idea with the diesel heater is so that I can put it into different applications. I'm thinking about getting rid of the propane heat out of the trailer, but not completely. The trailer is Tracer, the big trailer. Why? Because I think I can put a hole in the trailer and then direct the diesel heater piping to the existing piping inside of the trailer. But this is not going to be a permanent installation. I'm going to make it into a suitcase installation. What that means is then I can at least put the propane back together, so if we're traveling in the summer months when I don't need a diesel heater, what we can do is then just use the propane if we have a chilly night, or something that's maybe a wet weekend or something like that. I don't always need the diesel heater. Also, with it being a suitcase and a mobile style, what I want to do is add it to Oasis, maybe the truck, maybe our daughter's rooftop tent, but also in the shed, because the shed has no heat in it and it's quite cold if I want to play around and have any projects. So I'm thinking of maybe installing it in the shed and having an exhaust go out through the wall and just have it that way. So that's the theory behind the diesel heater, why I need it. Well, it's not a need, it's just a play, see if it all works and where it goes from here. If it's really, really good, then maybe we can use it permanently in the Tracer trailer. The other idea is the propane heater in Tracer potentially could kill the battery. You can't really run it 24/7. I don't have the luxury of enough power. Even though there's 4 6-volt batteries in there, I would end up killing the batteries, so the slide wouldn't come in or the power jack wouldn't work. The diesel heater, from my understanding, is on low speed, fan speed that is, it'll probably run about half to 3/4 of an amp. With the lithium battery that I'm going to try and use, I think my math should be right. This is without the 10 amps or 12 amps glow plug startup. I could have about 86 hours of runtime, depending on fuel, that is. So I'm just talking about the battery runtime. So there's a lot of things to play with. I am not going to explain too much on this diesel heater when it comes to pros, cons, all the stuff that's out there. There's a lot of information, and I did quite a lot of research on this. I put down in the notes down here 2 people that I have actually been following with regards to the good, the bad, and the ugly. Again, this is just about a build that I'm going to do and then a review for our installation. I did manage to get Sandra's buy-in. She's still not understanding what the deal is, but again, Oasis doesn't have any onboard heat, and this is a replacement for Tracer's onboard heat. And we were also talking to our daughter about potentially putting it into a rooftop tent, and we may just have to buy some extra hoses to get it from the ground or halfway up the ladder into her tent, but that's a future project. So that's the rough idea. Like I said, if you want to follow on all the nuts and the bolts about these diesel heaters, have a look at the links below. But other than that, this is purely about our build and what we like about it. Follow us on.